Good afternoon. Welcome to Help Desk Live, episode 12. I'm Mira Mehdi, and I'll be hosting today's show. And my teacher, Mrs. Sheffer. Geoff St. Cyr will be joining us, and along with Sarah Chai. Geoff is from Maine, and Sarah is from California. Geoff oversees a kindergarten through 5th grade student-run tech team in Belfast, Maine. And Sarah oversees she's starting the beginnings of her. All right, so Geoff, we get started with you.
Awesome. Sorry, I had someone knocking at my door here. Can you see me? It's kind of a tight fit in here.
We can't see you, but we can see your students. Welcome, everybody.
Hi. Awesome. Okay, so I'll start off. I'll try to sneak in here somehow. I'm going to try to work the mouse and sit back here at the same time, which probably is not going to work at all. Hi, I'm Geoff Cyr. I'm the technology integrator here at Cyrsburg Elementary School, which is a small elementary school in along the mid-coast part of Maine. And I'm going to have my 5th grade student technology team introduce themselves, starting with my friend over here, Cassidy. Just introduce yourself. Say your name nice and clear so the microphone can hear you.
I'm Cassidy. Hi, my name is Tyler. Hi, my name is Mackenzie. Hi, my name is Mackenzie. My name is Jasmine.
Nice meeting you all.
Nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
So could you all tell us how you help out the students and the teachers at your school with technology and the kinds of technology that you all work with and what your role is as members of the tech team?
Yeah, so what are some of the things that we've done as far as using technology? I'll start with Tyler and then Kenzie.
We help the 3rd graders log into their new Google Docs accounts.
Yeah, so that's one. Yeah.
At the beginning of the school year, we helped image all the laptops and surprise the teachers. Like, they didn't know. We came in on a Saturday, and they didn't know we were here, and then they came with the laptops all imaged and ready to use.
Awesome.
Wow.
They were a big part of that process because we have about 2,300 students in our entire school district. And over the summer, we had around 1,400 or 1,500 new devices coming to the district, or new to us anyway. So it was a lot of work getting prepared. So I got the permission from my boss, the tech director, to have them help out with that imaging process, and it really took a week's worth of time plus and turned it into an afternoon, which was pretty phenomenal.
Now, Geoff, are all of your students volunteers, or is this part of a class that they take? How does your program work with this?
This is volunteer. We started this program out last year when they were 4th graders. And actually, my first year here at Cyrsburg Elementary School, meeting with their teachers, we identified a need for more tech support in the classroom. And I'm actually working in 4 different schools. So I'm really only here about 30 to 40% out of the week. So we sort of identified that, and I had met Kern Kelly, who you know, and got to learn more about how he does student tech support, and built a program that kind of modeled off of that a little bit. So we started with the core team. These are all core team members that started in 4th grade last year, and we started with basic troubleshooting and basic learning how to do some things on the computer, and we've expanded out to some larger projects for this year.
So is it just you 5 who are in the program, or is it more?
Can you say that again? Our speakers aren't very loud over here, so it's kind of hard to hear.
How many people volunteered for this? I see just 5 of you, but I don't know. Is there more?
So this is our 5th grade team. We have 5 on our 5th grade team. Next week we actually expand our 4th grade team to 12. So in this building we have 17. And that's probably somewhere between 8 and 10% of the student population, actually. as a district, this group actually was kind of the pioneer group for the elementary schools as a whole. So now we have programs at nearly every elementary school in our district. And as a whole district, we've probably got close to 100 kids that are serving in a tech team role in some capacity. But as far as the elementary level, these five right here are really the pioneers for what we've been doing with them. So
that's awesome. Could I ask like the students a question?
Oh, absolutely.
How do you guys feel about like assisting with technology, and also like how do the teachers feel too about that?
She asked how you guys feel about helping with the technology, and how do the teachers feel about it. So you want to take that one? I'll have you start, and then I'll go to Kenzie on this.
I think the teachers really like it when we do that because when we helped, as Tyler said, about the third grade, they were doing solar system presentations, and we helped the teacher so she didn't really have to do all of them. So we each got a section of the room, and then we helped them get their presentation. And I think the teachers really like our help, and I liked helping too. I think it feels really good to help people. Me too.
I agree. Yeah.
Do you want to add to that, Kenzie?
Well, every time we do something for the teachers, they always give us compliments, and it feels really good after you accomplish doing something for someone else.
Yeah, and I would say from the teacher's perspective, along with that. So Tyler mentioned the solar system project. So they actually got the whole third grade in our school started using Google Docs. So we had been using it in fourth grade, and then they brought it into fifth grade, and then they helped with third grade. So we started a project. They wanted them to have presentations that they made about the solar system. So anytime you go to teach something new, like Google Drive or Google Presentations, if there's only one person in the room that really understands how it works, and then if something doesn't go quite as planned, how to fix it, it makes it a huge classroom management issue because I'm running around constantly and I'm not really ever getting to the next step. I remember my lessons last year, we'd spend one 45-minute lesson and just figuring out how to log in, and that's it. And so now with having these guys come in, and they come right into the classroom, they help do each part of the lesson, one person would lead that part of the lesson, and the others would kind of float and help the kids that needed it. So suddenly we went from having one person in the room who knew what was going on in teaching to 6. And that just kind of changed the whole game and made it so much more productive. We had fewer classroom management issues. We had fewer kids acting up because they were bored waiting for the rest of the class to be caught up. It really made a huge difference.
So do they teach themselves the app or Google Docs or whatever they're going to help the other students with before? Like they pretty much just teach themselves it and then help everyone else?
A lot of times I'll sort of lead them on a scavenger hunt a little bit, which is to say this is the tool that we're going to be using. This is what we use it for. And then I need you to figure out how to find each of these individual pieces. And then we kind of come back and see what we figured out. So it's guided by me to an extent, but I do try to make it so that they're finding those things for themselves. It's not me, teaching them every single step of the way.
Yeah. Well, that's really awesome, and I love how you guys I love that you guys volunteered for this, and you came in on Saturday, and you just helped, your sisters and everything. Sarah, I'm going to jump to you. So how has your program developed? How did it start?
So we've had iPads here. We're in a one-to-one district for 2 years now, and we've been evolving. We now have a help desk called our Mayan Genius Bar here at Montgomery Middle for the last year, and our website has kind of evolved to have some tip sheets and videos, and Annie here can tell you a little bit about what she's been up to and creating and doing.
I've been basically making videos on the apps that we have on the iPad. For example, Canvas, we use that as homework, and I've been making videos of how to log into it and how to get out of conversations. Also, I've been working on how to download PDFs from Google Drive, and I've been doing blog posts for the website, and I've been helping my teachers like on desktop computers and the iPads.
That's so cool. So do you help your fellow students as well and your classmates and everything?
Yeah.
So do they like run to you when they need help?
Yeah, it's great to have extra students, as you were saying, in the classroom that know what to do and that can kind of help out, rather than just the teacher knowing what to do.
Exactly. Yeah. So what are like the primary roles and responsibilities of like the students in your program?
They do learn a little bit more about the apps. They're responsible for helping out other teachers. We actually have assigned them to a certain staff member to help out specifically. And we just got a new building, so we have smart boards that they've learned a little bit more about, and how to turn it on and off the smart board or troubleshoot if something isn't working. They meet only once a week, so it's not a big time for them as a group. I don't know about you guys or the other students, but it's not enough time for them to get together. So they actually serve one day at lunch and help out. And so that's their main time to focus as a team on something.
So it's during lunch one day a week?
That's their main work time. And then we meet as a big group once a week during a scheduled time in the school day.
So is this like part of like after school kind of program, or is it kind of like?
So we help other students during the school day. My students talked about helping after school, but that hasn't really happened. It's more been during the school day, and next year they're gonna actually have every day where they can be meeting together as a group of Genius Bar students. So it should be a little bit more powerful because they'll have more time during the school day to work together and plan videos, projects, and hopefully do some things like this.
Another question. So how are students selected to be in the program, or is it like a volunteer?
So they've been volunteering, but they've also they also had to fill out an application about why they would want to be in Genius Bar and why that would be helpful for them as well as for the staff. Like, how could they really use their skills? So they do go through an application process. I think it's still in the works. It's only going to be our second year of Genius Bar coming up. And so it's taking some time to figure out what works and doesn't.
Geoff, how about you? Do you agree with that sentiment? Because I know we're in our third year and we're still evolving, and what are the goals that you have set for your program? I think
can you say that again, Jen? I'm sorry.
Are you a one-to-one environment?
No, we have laptops and carts. We have 100 laptops total. We have 70 MacBooks, mid-2009, and 30 Google Chromebooks. So 100 laptops. It's about 1 to 2 as a ratio. Our goals are definitely evolving, and I think a lot of it depends on what it is we want to accomplish as a school. I think that these kids have really been an important part of how we look at some of the ways in which our school is changing. So our school has gotten involved the last couple of years integrating project-based learning, integrating more technology, and kind of putting those two things together, project-based learning and technology. There's a lot of things that are happening, and I think that this group has sort of evolved to help serve some of those needs. So right now, one of the things that we're working on, that this group in particular is working on, is our e-portfolios. So using Google Sites to create a student portfolio online. And that's not something that we have implemented, but it's something that we're looking at. And so these kids are going to be the pilots for that. And then hopefully by the end of the year, we'll have something that we can present to the staff to say, this is what an e-portfolio can look like. Here's how we set them up. You know, after some feedback from them, using the tools that I've given them, here's how we've made it better. And then, you know, for the teachers to be able to see stuff like that and say, oh, this looks cool, I want to try something like this, then I can meet with them, then I can individualize and customize and get everything to the way that they need it, and then we roll it out. So they're really, we've kind of evolved from starting as a group to just kind of solve basic tech issues to really helping us roll out some of the bigger initiatives that we're taking on here.
Sarah and I are both shaking our heads. And I think that's the common thread among all the tech teams that are sprouting up throughout the country, and that is that they're constantly evolving and they're developing, and that's wonderful to have that flexibility. So it's nice that it sounds like we're all working in districts and for administrative leaders who lead that constant for a program to grow. I mean, I think about the fact that we're going to be in our 4th year of one-to-one next year, and you know, we're still in progress in the high school and sort of develop an identity here in the program, and Mira is going to be part of that. And it's really beneficial to have these conversations and find out how other programs are, you know, meeting some of the challenges that they're facing with tech integration. And it's great to see all the different, that they're coming up in different grade levels. Sarah, what grade level are you at?
We're 7th and 8th grade.
See, this, to me, this is just the coolest episode of Help Desk Live, because we have a tech team from K to 5 in Maine, and we have a tech team at the middle school level in California. So I'm really excited that we got to connect, and I'm really disappointed, though, that Jonathan Werner wasn't able to join us. Sometimes the Hangouts can be a little tricky technically. I know for me, I'm still learning this whole process, but I'm getting better at it, and eventually I'm pretty proud of Mira, because eventually I won't be here at all, and it'll be just the students running the show. So our bell is going to ring in 2 minutes, so I'm just going to let Mira close it out, because I don't want this to be interrupted. So I'll just let her you know, share her final thoughts on what she learned, and however she wants to close it out.
Well, I agree with Mrs. Sheffer. I really think it's cool how we have
this interruption.
We have some announcements going on right now, so
we need your cooperation as it relates to the dress code.
Oh, we're gonna talk about. Give me 1 second here.
So sorry about that, but I agree with Mrs. Sheffer. I think it was really cool how we have the tech team in elementary school and see what you guys are doing, and middle school, and then like me from high school. And I think it's really cool how we can all just be like, you know, help others with the knowledge we have with technology and integrating, you know, these awesome tools to help us learn. So.
Yeah, so let's stay connected, and let's continue to collaborate and bounce ideas off each other. It'd be really neat to see this grow into something, you know, bigger and potentially global, to find out what folks from other countries are doing, even to move technology integration forward. But I'd like to thank all the kiddos in Maine. Thanks, guys. You're on.
Thank you.
Big wave.
Before we go real quick, I think I got a few that want to say something real quick. But I definitely thank you for your time, and thank you, Jen. I've learned a lot from you since I met you at Egg Camp. It's been great to connect with you, and I'm glad that we got a chance to do this. So, Mackenzie, you want to say something?
I wanted to say something to you, Mr. Cyr. I wanted to say thank you because all of us really appreciate you putting in all your time for us, especially because there's a lot of other things that you could be doing, and then you have us every Monday, sometimes even more than Monday. You've taught us a lot of stuff, and I really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate all the effort and the time that you all have given too. I mean, it's a team effort. So, last thing, Kenzie.
I appreciate all the time that everyone has put into this time, and from all their 4th grade time and this.
And I'm gonna miss them when they go to middle school next year.
All right. Well, they're going to be tough to replace, it sounds like, and that's what it's all about, you know, working as a team and moving your school community forward. So thank you guys for coming.
Jill, please report to the main office.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Sarah. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh,